So Trevisa Financial, a little bit about us is we want to create homeownership to those who traditionally cannot obtain traditional financing and are still looking for the American dream. And so we do serve first-time home buyers and try to get them the attainable homeownership through the innovative financing that we have, which is our EEP program. Our EEP program, a few highlights. It has many highlights that we can go over, but one of the big ones are 3.5% down for I-10. We have low and no credit scores. So for instance, we can go down to a 580. Alt trade lines are okay. And we can also do a no score program. So please let me know if you have any additional questions on that no score program. We have our 3 months bank statements that are not only for self-employed borrowers, but are also for W-2 employees. They're great for 1099, gig workers, employees that receive tips that they just don't claim on their taxes. So definitely a great benefit. We have no source or seasoning of funds to close. So we definitely know how sometimes people feel about using our financial institutions these days. And so keeping your money at home and being able to use it to purchase a home is perfectly okay on this program. Bankruptcies are okay also. If you have been in a bankruptcy, we just ask that you are discharged 1 day before closing. You can actually get the process going, get a home picked out, but that discharge has to occur 1 day prior to closing. Also, our property types, excuse me, we mirror FHA for property types. 1 to 2 units, PUD, condo, manufactured homes are all okay on this program. If you have a specific property type that you would like to go over, then definitely reach out to us. We also allow seller contributions up to 6%. So you definitely should benefit from using all of the seller paid closing costs up to 6% to help reduce the funds to close when you are at the signing table. So for our EEP program, how it works is we have a relationship with a government entity. The government entity is an American tribe. And so what happens is you have a home buyer that cannot qualify. Do we want to have them sit on the sidelines for a few years while they get their, whether it be their income in line or their status, their citizen status? Do we want to wait for them? And in the meantime, home prices go up and they're paying 100% interest? Or would we want to see them get into that American dream of a home? They can go out and find that home that they want to live in, and they put it under contract. We have an assignment addendum that the buyer and seller then sign. We sent it over to our government entity, the American tribe. They execute the assignment addendum, and then they take out the FHA loan. Simultaneously, at closing, while the government entity is closing on an FHA loan for that home, our home buyer is signing a homeownership agreement. The homeownership agreement has a memorandum that is recorded on title after everybody is closed, and this gives them their security in the property. Qualifying the borrower, many different ways to qualify them. As I had mentioned before, they can be DACA, I-10. You can qualify them bank statement, W-2. You can qualify them with a 580 credit score or no credit score. We just require different alt trade lines depending on those specifications. We also only need 12 months on the job, 12 months employment, and our max DTI is 50/60. Gift funds are also allowed. So if we're looking at our program versus what's out there on the market right now, you can definitely see that Trevisa's program really outshines everyone else. From the 3.5% down payment to only 3 months bank statements, our DTI 50 over 60, and of course our 580 credit score with only one major bureau. If your borrower only has one credit score, that is perfect. Only have two, we'll take the lowest of the two. And again, we have the no score program. Let me also mention that if they do have under a 580, we do have an exception desk where we can get a lot of files approved. You'd be actually very surprised. Most of our files that if they are even outside of this EEP program box, reserve, time on job, low DTI, those are definitely compensating factors that we can get your file approved even if they kind of, are a little bit outside of our matrix guidelines. For our EEP product, we have an amazing support center. We want to ensure that we're there for you, that we're there to answer any of your questions. So we have our phone line that you can call, and we also have our email that you can email at any time and get all of your questions answered. Okay, so for Q&A, we're definitely ready to go over your Q&A. I just wanted to make sure that I let you know just a few items first. We do not have our chat open. If you want to ask a question, please feel free to raise your hand, or you can go into the Q&A box, and that's how we will answer your questions. So if everybody is ready, let's go ahead and see if there's any questions that any of you guys have today. I know it's Monday, just getting started, but you guys should have a question or two for me. So broker comp is lender paid. Thank you, May. But yes, so broker comp, I'm going to put it here in the chat for you guys. Broker comp is lender paid. Thank you so much for your question. What is the max lender paid? You know what? That is a good question. I am not 100% sure of the max lender paid amount, but I can definitely get your question noted, and then I will have somebody that can answer that question reach back out to you after our webinar and let you know. Just going to make note of that question from May. All right, does anybody else have any other questions? Yeah, okay, so we have a question here that is a foreign passport acceptable form of ID for the borrower? Yes, it is. As long as the borrower has their I-10 documentation or a social security card, then for their alternate documentation for their ID, they can use a foreign passport, they can use a foreign ID, just as long as they're using that I-10 or social security card documentation. So yeah, great question. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have another question. What are the fees associated with the loan? Do they need to pay a percentage if they sell the home? Great questions. So there are fees associated with the loan. So when the government entity takes out the FHA mortgage loan, you're going to have those traditional closing costs. And then the entity does charge a homeownership agreement fee that is 0.5%. and a program participation fee that is 0.75% of the loan amount. And then they also have an underwriting fee that is $12.50 and a notary fee that is $150. So those are the fees in order for the lender to be able to facilitate the homeownership agreement for you guys. If they sell the home, no, there is not a percentage they have to pay to sell the home. Great questions. Thank you. Okay, we have a question. Go ahead. What's your question? Oh, I believe you're muted. Go ahead. What's your question? Shari? Maybe she doesn't have a question anymore.
Maybe I showed up as Shari instead of Shari.
Oh, maybe you did. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What's your question?
Okay. It's not a question. It was to answer the question that about the maximum comp, broker's comp.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
The maximum comp is whatever the agreement that the company has signed with us as to what their broker's comp is.
Okay, perfect. So thank you, Ben. So yes, to answer your question, May, whatever your broker agreement is that you signed up. So if you signed up for a max compensation of 2.5, 3, that's what your compensation is going to be. Now, what our max is, Ben, do you happen to know what our max allowed is?
Okay, the max is whatever the broker has signed for, and it's usually 2.75, but 3 is the very maximum.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, this just might be a short and sweet scenario Monday for you guys all, give you guys a lot of your time back. If you guys don't have any other questions, then we can go ahead and sign off for the day. And I do want to let you guys know that we are going to be here every Monday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 o'clock Mountain. And then we'll be here again on Thursdays it's going to be our deal desk Thursdays. And if you want to bring any of your deals that you have that you're just not able to get pushed through, whether it be non-QM or FHA fallout, I'm more than happy to go over those scenarios with you. I actually worked over with the investor that is with the entity, and I helped build and develop this program. So I know quite a bit about the program and the ins and outs. So I'm definitely happy to be here at Travisa and help you guys close your EEP loans over here. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.